Hello viewers and welcome to this a random episode of Let's Play Microsoft Flight Simulator X with me, Eric. Today we are going to fly from Hong Kong International Airport to RCTP, which is Taipei International Airport. In this completely irrelevant Qantas 380 because I like big jets. Now, if you'll sort of notice that there are no sounds, that is because the game is buggy, I think, or I might have installed some things wrong. But whatever, that does not matter at all. That does not impact the gameplay one bit. I'm seriously. So yeah. Okay, so realism settings. Full realism, or as realistic as Flight Simulator will let us, and yeah, basically let's get started. Let's taxi to runway, whatever that runway is called. I don't know if my mouse is showing or not. Hopefully it is. Let's get going and let's use this fancy pushback control. Are we pushing back yet? Nope. Push back. I think. Yep, we are pushing back now. Fancy that. Look at us pushing back from the gate. With our... Oh, I forgot to set the... I don't know. The weight of the plane. Hopefully it won't be too heavy or too light to make it unrealistic. But whatever, I'm not a real pilot, so I don't know. I guess a lack of realism is good, especially since we are now looking at the aircraft from this view, which is totally unrealistic. And I'm only getting 20 frames per second, even though I'm only running the game at 720p. I mean, I do own Explain 9, but if it's just not user-friendly enough. Like, if they offered some kind of conversion program that conversion a mod that easily converted into explained into a game that's understandable by normal people that are not. All right, I think we've. All right, let's continue. I think we've pushed back enough, and I don't think we can reverse anymore for some reason. So yeah, let's just move. Let's just start moving. So right now I've increased a bit of throttle and full left rudder. I have rudder pedals, and so we are totally not being realistic right now, but then again we have no traffic at all around us. So that is a good thing. And normally, when I fly by myself, I will use the FSX, the built-in crappy ATC, but those things sometimes can be buggy, and sometimes they just take too long, and it's just not fun when that happens. So for this flight, I will not be using any ATC. I'll just be wing it. I'll just wing it. Let's check the ATIS.
Hong Kong Airport Information, Golf 0440 Zulu, wind 139er at 39er, visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition, few clouds at 5,700. Temperature 15.5, altimeter 2992, ILS, runway 7 right and ILS, runway 7 left in use. Landing
okay, so it's
runway 7 right in runway 7 left.
7 right and 7 left in use.
All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have golf. Hong Kong Airport Information, golf
7 right and 7 left. So we have to. Alright, shut up, ATIS. I'm trying to talk.
Sky condition.
Alright. So, we have to go all the way to that side, and then take off like this. So, yeah, let's get moving. I might or might not cut out some boring parts. For example, this taxiing is just really boring. Unless I crash. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Advise controller that you have golf. What about tennis, huh? What about tennis? And what about braking so that you don't turn too much? Look at us. I'm such a pro. I am such a pro. Alright. Yeah, this is probably good enough. So here's what we're gonna... Wait, did that... I think 39 knots wind, is that like bad? I don't know. But you know, I'm just gonna wing it. See what happens. I'm sure like 39 knots wind is nothing that we can't handle, but just in case. No, there is no just in case. Just nothing we can't handle. Alright. Let's taxi. Clear left, clear center, clear right. Let's continue. Runway, runway. Runway, plane, plane, runway. Say hi to the runway. Why does the plane keep on trying to turn like right? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let me just get my flaps ready. We want about, I don't know, 10 degrees of, I don't know, 10 degrees of flap, I guess. Let's just put flaps down at stage 3 for takeoff. And then, oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. It's a wonder I've not veered off. Oh, look at that wind thingy. It's like, wee, look at me, I'm a huge orange cock. And, you are inferior. And I'm all like, nope, I can't beat you. And not in that sexual way. I am better than a orange wind. Reminds me of that George Carlin joke that said, because, why are those, wind thingies cocks? Because if they were a cunt, then the wind would just pass right through it. And I thought that was a pretty funny joke, so I'm retelling it here. And George Carlin is dead, so he can't do nothing about it. Haha. Maybe he stole it from someone else as well. So, you know, it kind of like rounds itself out. Like for the most part of this, I will just be in the cockpit. I won't be using external views to give myself any advantage aside from maybe, I don't know, cameras. Aside from getting some views of the aircraft being pretty, but other than that. Anyway, let's get moving to the end of the runway. Hong Kong, look at Hong Kong. And my frame rates are finally back to 30 frames per second. God damn. And we're veering off runway a bit. Okay, so the wind was coming from direction of 150 or something. I don't know. 150. So 150 is I think here. I guess as you can see, I'm totally qualified for to be a pilot. Oh damn, I'm way off the center of the fucking line. Okay. So now let's I've turned the throttle down to 0 and we are still moving at quite a speed, which according to this we are indicated airspeed at 40 knots. So let's reduce this down with my lovely fucking brakes. Brake me. Alright, so yeah, I think now is a good time to steer into the runway. Like this. Alright, more brakes please. More brakes, thank you. More brakes, and then time to make our turn. Make our totally realistic turn. What is turn? Yep. And then before we get onto the runway, let's do a fancy run-up check, which I should have done way earlier. Just test my joysticks, etc. See if they work or not. Because if they don't, then we're gonna have pizzas. And by pizzas, I mean problems. Obesity problems. So here are our wings. We have a bit of flap. And this is too much flap, in my opinion. Okay, so ailerons. Good. Oh shit. Let's put on our parking brakes first. Yeah, parking brakes are important. Elevators. Good. Rudders. Good. Alrighty then. I think I've tested. Oh yeah, speed brakes. Good. I've tested everything. How about that dumb English flag thing on this Qantas? I should have downloaded a Cathay Pacific skin. And we are once again sort of off the center line, but that's okay. Tower, this is Muslim Jihad. Can I get takeoff clearance? Sure, you may get takeoff clearance. With that boatload of passengers. Wait, where is 150? Seriously, where is 150 coming from? So 150 is basically 15, which is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So I have to like rudder slightly towards my right in order to counter this 40 knot crosswind. Lol. Well, it's as good a time as any to take off. And hopefully I won't crash on takeoff, because that would certainly not be the best thing for this Let's Play. Alright. Are we ready to take off from Hong Kong International? Yes, we are ready. I've applied full throttle. And okay, we're gonna put ourselves towards the right a little bit so that we don't get blown off the runway yet. And we'll rotate at about right, not about now, but later. Yeah, right about here. 140 knots. Time to rotate. And we're not gonna keep our we're not gonna exceed a attitude of 10 degrees, because that's bad for business. Okay, full throttle might not have been the smartest thing to do. Oh, the wind was blowing in from the left. No, wait, no, it's blowing in from the right, so I should have applied left rudder. Ah, now everything makes sense now. Retract gear. Let's... I think we can retract flaps. Fully retract flaps. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it on full throttle for a while. We are gaining altitude right now. Let's, yeah, let's, set up autopilot. Engage autopilot, engage altitude. Our cruise altitude, I think I've set it to 17,000, or although I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I think also we need a much higher climb rate. Alright, and then let's set the nav autopilot so it turns towards our course that we set on our GPS. Holy shit, please don't crash into a mountain. That would be really, really embarrassing. Alright, we're too fast. We're too fast. Time to engage in auto throttle speed. Which hopefully will not do anything. Why is it not doing anything? Auto throttle, this is I think this is the approach. Autopilot. Here's the heading, speed, Yeah, this is auto throttle, right? Auto throttle? Auto throttle. And that was a glitch of something. I think blue ghosts things. But whatever. Okay, so now we've come here and we're going, because this is a VOR to VOR flight plan. So we're gonna fly according to these VOR stations. Gosh, I love autopilot. So let's take a look at our plane from the outside. Take everything from the outside and then bring it back in to your home, you greedy bastard. Alright. Now that we're up in the air, I think pretty safe, I guess. Oh look, we don't, auto throttle is struggling to give us our desired speed of 250 knots for some reason. Do we even have auto throttle? Or is this throttle just... Oh yeah, we have auto throttle. Auto throttle. Auto throttle. And now that we've got auto throttle, let's turn on some lights, which we should have done a long time ago. Beacon on. This is on. Wing on. I can't turn it on. Nav logo on. Nose. I don't know. Landing lights on. Whatever this is. Runway turn. Blah de blah de blah. Holy shit. Look at the graphics, man. Look at the graphics. And look at the sky. Okay. So, whatever this is, more lights, I guess. More lights. Wipers off. We don't need wipers. Actually, for the heck of it, I want to see if it actually works. Wiper, let's... Nope, it isn't doing anything for my windshields right now. It doesn't work. Screw you, wipers. And our radio, which I think I have also won myself over my head. No, I don't. And we apparently don't have a co-pilot's view, so if you... okay, so here's the radio. And in order to use the radio... Jesus. We have to... You know, that is if we want to use the radio. Which I don't. Engines. Our engines. How about our Native Americans? Are they okay as well? And, loudspeaker? I don't know. Side stick priorities. So, our track is currently 7-1, although our D track, I guess, do you call it that, is 68. 68. Whatever that mean. Is, yeah, 68. So, that's to, I think, compensate for the wind. Okay, graphics aren't that awesome, but then again, I'm getting superb frame rates, which don't mean a... Oh yeah, we have radios right here. Silly me. I think that was a backup radio or something. Rudder trim, pitch trim, which we don't need to use because we have auto polo. And, we're still going up. Our engines are still turning. So our Native Americans that we have on this plane, because we are a, you know, our Qantas isn't a racist airline. It serves all kinds, except for that one time it refused to serve me beer. Goddamn assholes. So we are now in the sky, and just check out the model, man. Project Airbus did a great job. Congratulations. Wonderful job on the model, guys. And as for this, I don't know. There's still a bit of, I don't know, texture problems, but nothing too bad. So, and since we got all of our lights turned on, show me how. I think I can start engaging in some time compression. We are still gaining altitude and gaining ground speed as we gain altitude because of, you know, air being thinner and stuff. So, true airspeed is 291 knots. Our indicated airspeed is 215 knots. Damn. And we are going to engage our time compression unit, which completely exists in real airlines. It is intended to preserve the I don't know what you call it, and I don't care. 8 times speed. We look, we're going up high in the sky, and now we're leveling off right here. Good. Okay, please don't do this. Oh no. Ah, bullshit, 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 bullshit. Why are you doing this? Look at this, it's just bobbing its head up and down. Autopilot. Shame on you. I'm gonna reduce our cruise altitude to 10,000 knots and see if the problem, 12,000 knots actually, and see if the problem persists. Alright. Yep, 12,000 knots. Let's make it negative 1,000. So it will take 6 minutes, 4 minutes actually, to get to that. And in the meantime, more time compression, I think. This time let's put it at 4 times speed, so that it won't be too unstable. There have also been known instances in which time compression causes the plane to crash because the physics engine can't keep up with the graphics engine, I guess. Looks like since we're up in the sky, we've evaded the clouds. And the crosswind, which is a good thing. And for now we're just going down, but not in that dangerous way. And at this point I've decided, what the heck, I am flying a Concorde, even though this totally isn't a Concorde, but I'm flying a Concorde and I want to get to my destination quickly, so I set the autopilot to go at a airspeed of 320 knots, indicated airspeed, which should give us around 400 knots ground speed. Yep, pretty much this. And we have estimated time of 55 minutes, which we can totally accomplish. And since I don't want to wait 55 minutes, I don't even want to wait 10 minutes. Or maybe I do. I don't know. Let's check out some different views of this thing first. This is called the fixed spot, which fixes your spot in case your spot needs fixing. Look at this, man. Such a big piece of shit, and yet it can get up in the air. Like, that's amazing. Like, I don't know about you, but I find that, like, even after I've learned and sort of understood the physics of an aircraft, I still find it amazing that it can somehow stay in the air. Like, god damn, that's crazy. Nearest tower, virtual cockpit, here. Flyby, yeah, flyby is one of the best cameras the game has. Because, you know, flyby. Flyby. Look at us. With time compression, we're going super fast, man. We're like, vroom, and the camera is like, hey, I can't keep up. This guy's going too fast. And this is the top-down view, which is again another awesome view. Although that the only problem is that it fixes to have north up once you zoom out a bit. That's fun. Look at us slowly creeping along this shore, China shore. I mean, I think in real life, like, if you were an airline that weren't in the best relations with China, you wouldn't get to, like, go through Chinese airspace or something. You would have to go outside, like, this or something. I don't know. But then again, I am not a real pilot, so it's not up to me. It's, yeah. And there is the moon right there. We have the moon in this game. Oh look, spawning of trees. Like, they just grew like in an instant. That second they were like, hey, I wanna grow. So of course, we can do this the fun way, which is the dumb way, which is to fly this manually and not to use autopilot. And I don't like doing that because I'm lazy, you know, and and if like I were a real pilot and I piloted a plane by hand, my passengers would hate me for it. Let's see if we can't increase our speed a bit to break the 400 knot barrier, which clearly means something. Actually, I could have also tried Concorde, but I don't know how to, like, control it. I'm not, like, I can't, like, I can pretty much land, like, most planes in, like, not really most planes, but, like, at least in FSX. Like, I can land all the stock planes in FSX, although that is, of course, admittedly not a very good achievement since their realism is questionable, but still, like, I can also land this 380, did it on like the first try without crashing. So hooray for me. Altimeter 2992. You have to adjust this. No, we don't. Loudspeaker. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. We are currently traveling at 4 times normal speed, and therefore time dilation will happen, and all your family will be dead by the time you arrive in Taipei. Congratulations. Like that, and systems briefing. I wanna read this. Holy shit! I can click that? Wait. What did I click? Let's see. Armrest. I can click on armrests to make them go away. Sweet! I'm gonna play around with this for a bit. Can I drink the coffee? Nope, I can't. Can I read? What else is there to click? That. Okay, what is this? Okay, it's still this. What is this? Is this like a eject key? Or is it like a handle or something? I don't know. Flight deck and system briefing for Plutz. And we're half an hour to our destination. which is great because like actually I like Euro Truck Simulator, like the aspect in which like it accelerates time to be like 2 seconds for a minute, and also like reduces the scale of things. Because like although I think it also should have like introduced a realistic mode in which like you literally had to like drive over like a few hundred kilometers of uh, pixel land and experience the fatigue and sadness that real truck drivers have to deal with daily, because like truck driving isn't anyone's dream job. Okay, it's just romanticized by a fucking computer game. Okay, so post commentary time. First of all, the game crashed, so I had to refly to this part basically. And as you can see right now, I'm playing around with the shades, this awesome functions of the cockpit. But yeah, another thing is that well, after I finished this session, and I found out that I didn't actually record my voice. So like the game crashed and I couldn't record my voice. So this is a post commentary. Hello and welcome to Let's Play Flight Simulator with me, Eric. So right now I've got ourselves back on course. This time on a slightly different course. I think, don't know if you've noticed, but yeah. And basically the time is a bit off. It's not like an exact reenactment of what I just did. But the weather is still identical, and as you can see, we are still in the air, flying around. Just cause. In our Qantas plane. Which should have been a Cathay Pacific plane. But yeah, but this is the only library I have installed right now. So I don't know what I'm saying now. I'm not sure because I'm recording this like this post commentary about, I don't know, day after. It's been a day and a lot has happened since then. So yeah, right now I think that I've slowed the plane down to a really slow speed because I'm a dumbass. But no worries, we got timed acceleration on our side. So yeah, I think I've slowed the plane down, and we're now just heading towards RCTP at Taipei International. And I really have no idea what to say. I mean, I had a lot to say like when I was recording this, but I forgot all of it. So right now I'm just gonna comment on my failure to commentary. So flaps, yeah, flaps at, we're not really at high speeds right now, but really slow speeds is just not preferable. Locked spot, different views. Here's me cycling through the views. Cockpit view, hello cockpit view, hi, my name is cockpit view. And I think that we will be nearing the airport shortly. And I think that sometime along the way yeah. So I turned on a video recording, which is basically a flight path recording feature in the flight simulator, so that I could replay my landing. And as you can see right now, we are now very close to the airport. So yeah, right, the area that is the no wait fuck what am I saying? The waypoint marked in white, like the part of it closest to us is the I think the glide slope marker thingy, which we're supposed to follow. But right now I'm just adjusting, I think, the throttle or something to match the speed that we need, and adjusting the knobs, and making sure that we're descending. And everything is on autopilot as of this moment. And for a while there, I thought I saw a mountain. I mean, I thought I saw the airport, but turns out it was a mountain, which is kind of dumb. And yeah, basically, it's amazing how like up in the air, like at 12,000 feet, like you can see basically one end of Taiwan to the other, as well as yeah, it's like you really get a perspective of how small things are, even at a low altitude of 12,000 feet. At a during clear skies, I think. So yeah, that's one of the things that's pretty awesome about flying, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I think I'm just staring off into the distance, spaced out stuff. I don't know. I mean like post commentary trees aren't even. Wait, I think I see the airport. It's not really the airport, but I thought I saw the airport. So here right now I'm slowing us down slower, so that I don't know, so that we land slower, I guess. And as you can see from the GPS, we are 16 nautical miles to our destination, and it appears that I am not using time acceleration at this moment, which was a pretty dumb thing to do, since time acceleration is pretty much a necessary thing. And also, as you can see, I have adjusted our final altitude to be 500 feet. Now that is not a smart idea because, like, I think all countries have regulations on how low a jet can fly, how low aircraft in general can fly. And I'm pretty sure that our limit is way above 500 feet. But still, like, I prefer a low landing over a high landing. I mean, I'd rather go in too low than too high, even though too low has risks of crashing. But I hate fucking go-rounds, man. And this is a computer game. If I crash, I crash. But if I have to like be forced to go around, take like 12 minutes to just make it circle around, that's gonna get me pissed. Know what I'm saying? Alright, so I think that nope, we're still still got a ETA of 4 minutes before we can get to that place. And right now I've set our final altitude to be about 800 feet, so we're gonna enter our descent from an altitude of 800 feet, and I do this for a very specific reason, because 500 feet is just too low, I think. And right now we are too low, even though we're way above 500 feet. Right now we can see a airport. Yeah, we're very close to the airport now, just 10 nautical miles on the GPS, and we've got a ground speed, as you can see, of 116 knots. So I think we've got a bit of headwind. Yeah, headwind. It's either headwind or just because we're at a high altitude. We're not at a high altitude, so I think it's headwind. Yeah, about 10 nautical miles of headwind on our heads. And here I've decided to increase the throttle back because I think right now I've stopped using auto throttle. Yeah, because it's better if you just manually figure out the throttle to use, so that later when you disable autopilot, you can still maintain your throttle. I think, yeah. Disengage autopilot, not disable. Disengage. That's the cool word for it. And right now, I think I see the airport again. Could I be right? Yep, I could be. That's the airport right there. And right now we are, since this is a crosswind landing, so since we got a bit of crosswind, so right now we're flying at an angle towards the airport, which you can see off in the distance. And flying in an angle is awesome. IMO again. IMO. Flying at an angle is awesome. You should try it sometime. So we are currently flying at an angle, and this, I have to say, has got to be one of my, it is a successful crosswind landing. And this ain't light crosswind either. It's 39 knot crosswind. Okay, coming from a 152 degrees. So it's cutting right across the runway, not exactly right across, but partially right, sort of right across the runway. 40 knot crosswind. Like, this is the kind of winds that even, yeah, the kind of winds that will worry some people. Right now, where I'm constantly monitoring stuff, making sure that everything is in check, making sure that we land as safely as possible. And I take a look outside again. Jet aircraft are pretty awesome because, like, since they're so big, the weather doesn't have like too much effect on them. Plus, they're flying so fast that, again, doesn't really. Oh man, we're low. We're extremely low right now. Like, we're illegally low. It's like we're a altitude foul, altitudinal foul or something. I don't know. But that doesn't matter because we're still going. And so yeah, pretty much since we've got autopilot, the autopilot's got us lined up with the course towards the runway, so that we don't have to do it ourselves because it's a pain in the ass. I mean, I think there is an equation on figuring out your heading during a crosswind to maintain your course, but I don't know what is it, and I can't be bothered to figure out. So I'm just gonna rely on the autopilot. And right now we are still heading towards the runway, and currently already intercepted the glide slope path thingy. Although I don't know how to do a ILS landing, which is stupid since it apparently is fairly simple. But anyway, I can't be bothered. Besides, I got my own method, and everyone knows that my own method is the better method. So at this stage, I'm just moving in slowly, and I've disengaged, I think, auto throttle and nothing else so far. But later I'm going to disengage the autopilot entirely and just, like, right now I'm going too high because I'm not like exactly following the PAPI, but soon, yeah. Now I figured that we're coming in too high, so I pushed the nose down a bit to descend, and I really pushed the nose down a bit. Like right now, still pushing the nose down, and I think I've pulled back my throttle by now, or set it on idle or something. And then when we're coming down even further, I think, and then I just set yeah, basically this is a landing, crosswind landing. And right now I am aware that at 140 knots I'm probably on the ground, so I rudder myself back on course. And yeah, the camera angle is not the best angle in the world, but then again, we don't really need to see what's in front of us since we're in a plane. And what matters is just the runway, not the and since we've already landed on the ground. So we barely get like veer off the ground, and yet we make it. Beautifully, we make it. And I decide to finish this session by getting us parked, I think. And as you can see, I think we still got way more speed on the airspeed indicator than actually, since airspeed indicator I think works by having air being blown intaked on it or something, intaken onto it or something. I have no idea. Anyway, so right now I'm trying to find a parking space. And the recording is nearly at an end, I think. So I continue moving, like taxiing, and of course, being the great being so great at taxiing, as you'll see later, that turn, I think my wheels went onto the grass, but no biggie. Everyone is still alive, and they're cheering for me for getting them down safely in a crosswind landing. That is usually perceived as dangerous, and I don't follow the taxi lines in this one, but who gives a fuck? There's no one on the airport anyway. So we go in, and yeah, we go in, and parking brakes, I think, which you shouldn't use to like brake the plane. And now I congratulate myself and retract the speed brake and flaps, like any good pilot will do. Should have done right after his speed like dropped below that speed. Anyway, so yeah, we have landed, and I opened the entrance and try to get a good shot of it, which I don't, because I'm an idiot. So instead, we just get to see it from here, from far away, the entrance. And thank you for choosing the Spillet of Australia, and will you please exit this way? Just, it seems a bit high, but just jump right off. So hey, what a great landing. Yeah, and basically that's it for this episode of Let's Play Flight Simulator. Tune in next time for more of possibly completely unprofessional flying of virtual pixel planes, as well as some weird things, such as the thing that's happening in the background right now. The very opaque layer of video right now, where Flight Simulator bugged out and began to veer off the runway, even though my recording clearly did not veer off the runway. So yeah, till next time for more, and until then, stuff happens. Yeah, stuff happens. Like, a landing.